Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Andie again, bringing you this week's craft based on Miss Mel's theme for the week. And her theme this week was endangered animals. Boy, I learned a lot trying to read up about endangered animals, and it's very sad. But one of those animals that is endangered that we know about is the tiger, which is pretty sad. I think they're beautiful animals. Anyway, this book, I was looking at some books. This book is written by Chelsea Clinton, and the illustrator is Gianna Marino, and it's called Don't Let Them Disappear, 12 Endangered Animals Across the Globe. And it has a description of all these animals. And they're animals that we know of, that we're familiar with. Some of the animals we've never heard of, but these we have. And of course, one of them is the tiger. And I'll just read a little blurb that it says about the tiger. When night has fallen, tigers wake up to hunt. Their night vision is up to 6 times more powerful than ours is. As the biggest cats on earth, tigers need a lot of meat to stay healthy and strong. They hunt mainly for deer, wild pigs, antelope, and water buffalo. Tigers are good athletes and can jump more than 15 feet in 1 pound and run more than 40 miles per hour over short distances. Unlike most other cats, they love water, and they can swim more than 3 miles at a time. Generally, they like to be alone. They're solitary, that's called animals. Tiger mommies and cubs together form a streak, each with their own distinct pattern of brown, black, or gray stripes. How about that? Don't let them disappear. And they're usually in Asia, South and Southeast, China, and Russia. I know we see them at the zoo, but that's where they come from. And they are considered endangered. You know what's happening? People are poaching them, which means they're killing them. And also the habitat has changed, meaning the weather is different, so it's harder for them to hunt for their food. And this way they can't live as long. All right, so there's a couple other pictures. Elephants. And elephants are considered vulnerable, which means they're not quite endangered, but they're getting to that point. And here is, let's see, show you a couple others. Here's giraffes. And they're also vulnerable, which means they're not extinct yet. And gorillas. Gorillas, they're endangered critically, which is really sad. We can't let them disappear. Okay, now we're going to do our craft. And I decided we're going to do tigers. So I did include a copy of a cutout. Now, my eyes look kind of wonky, but you don't have to cut these out. You can use just a black dot, or better yet, googly eyes look really cool on this. And here are the different parts, and I put a little picture on the bottom so you can see how I did that. You don't have to cut these triangles. You can just slice up a black piece of paper, or you can color them on yourself. Okay, I'm very lucky. I have a whole drawer full of paper bags in different colors. Every time I see them, I buy them. So I went to my drawer and I pulled out orange bags. Now, chances are you don't have an orange bag. Dollar Store does have them. Sometimes they're not in stock. You can get them at Michael's, but why buy them? You can take a plain paper bag and cut out paper in orange. Glue it if you can't get an orange bag. Or you can take paint and the paper and orange paint and paint it, or magic marker, or even a crayon. Got it? All right, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is take a bunch of triangles, right? And I am going to put them in different places, like our picture. And again, here's my finished one, by the way. And we'll do another finished one. Ta-da! How about that? Is that cool or what? All right, and I'll just show you. Ta-da! Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to my crafts. It's Miss Andie. I know, you see my lips moving. All right, here we go. Now, I'm going to use this as a key because sometimes I have to look at a picture in order to see what I'm doing. So, feel free to look at the little picture when you do yours. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to do 2 little stripes right at the head. All right, here we go. Let's see. I'm going to put one. Actually, all right. One. You know what? I'm going to cut these a little bit, but don't mind me. I have to do this on the. All right. And then I'm going to do another one. And cut this one a little bit. See? You can always fix things if you don't have them just exact. And we're going to put them kind of in the middle. And I'm going to lift it up to show you as I'm doing it, because it's hard to see it from where you're watching me. All right, so here we go. Looks a little bit like a monster, huh? All right. Then we're going to take the 2 eyes. And like I told you, you can use googly eyes, but I have these that I saved, and they have little rhinestones in them. Is that cool? I got to give it a little bit of, pizzazz. And then we're going to take these, and we're going to glue them like right under the triangle. So we're going to cover part of the triangle. All right, there's one. And again, I will lift it to show you after I am finished. Deal? All right, here we go. And there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Still looks like a monster, doesn't it? All right, then we're going to put some more. So let's get 2 more. I'm going to put those at the end. Now, you do not have to do this, of course, but I'm going to do it even though. All right, so we'll put one here, one end, and we're going to put one here at the other end. Ta-da! All right. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. Still looks like a monster, huh? All right. Now we're going to take the ears. Now I cut these out ahead of time, so we didn't have to do it while you're watching me. All right. And mine look a little bit good because I'll tell you, I have a cutting machine. But I cut freehand too. So here is the inner part of the ear, and that's on your sheet in pink. And if you only have a black and white printer, that's fine. Again, you can color it yourself or use the paper you want. So we're going to make one ear. And we're going to kind of do it like this. It's going to look like that. And then we're going to do the other ear. I'll let it dry for a second. If you have a glue stick that's purple, it's so much better because you can see exactly how much glue to put on. All right, so we got them both, right? There we go. 2 ears, and we're going to put the ears on either corner of the paper bag. By the way, make sure when you do your paper bag, you make sure that you put it on where the flap is, the face. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to talk with it. So you're going to take your first one. Your first ear, you're going to put some glue on the bottom, and you're going to stick it on the corner, like that. Ta-da! I know, he needs another ear. So you take the next one, and take some glue, and put it right on the other corner. Ta-da! I love saying ta-da. I say that every week. Ta-da! All right. It's not looking like a monster anymore, is it? Huh? It's starting to look. All right. We've got to do the face now. So, that doesn't really look like a mouth yet, but we have a little black kind of triangle, kind of circle, that if you put it in the middle, it becomes the nose. So we're going to put that right in the middle. All right. And I'll show you what that looks like. Ta-da! All right. Looks like a piece of a pie, right? All right. Well, it's still not done. So we take our trusty magic marker or black crayon, and we draw a line straight down the middle. Okay? And then we make a bunch of dots. They have like these little dots on the side. Okay. Went a little overboard, but I'm a dot girl. And there you go. Ta-da! Cute, huh? All right, we're going to put that, not on me, we're going to put that on. Now, when you put that on, there's a trick to this. You want to make sure that your flap is lifted up and that you don't put glue on the bottom of the circle in the back, because then you won't be able to open up your flap, and you need to talk with your puppet. All right, you try to put it right in the middle, like below your eyes, and here you go. Ta-da! Is that cute or what? Well, what we need now is to put a bunch of triangles, and like I said, you can color them, you can put them on yourself, whatever you want to do. You can just cut out a bunch of triangles, or you can use magic marker to do it yourself. All right, so we're going to put a bunch of these on, and what goes on one side goes on the other. So if you put one on one side, you try to make them even, and of course, mine don't always come out perfectly even, but that's the beauty of doing crafts, that you don't have to be perfect, even though Miss Andie tries to. She's never perfect. All right? She's very imperfect, which means far from it. All right, as you'll see here. Okay, so we keep going, and then put two more here, and feel free to do your own thing or thing, as most people say. And then one goes on one side, goes on the other. All right, and then the next thing, we're going to take a break from our triangles. Let me show you what this looks like. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. All right, this is driving me crazy, but ta-da! All right, here we go. Now, the next thing we have to do is, these are the paws, and you have those in your printout as well. So we're going to kind of make them, one goes one way, one goes the other way. So it goes like this. Ta-da! Right? See how it goes up one side and down the other. And we are going to draw paws. We're going to make little commas like 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. I'll show you what that looks like. Ta-da! And then we're going to glue those kind of sort of in the middle. And we're going to make sure with these that we glue the whole thing. So we're going to put one right here. And then we're going to put one on the other side right here. Okay. Try to make them even. All right, here we go. Ta-da! All right. Then we're going to take two bigger triangles, and we're going to cover them. Cover the paw on top. And again, you don't you have stripes, you're fine. So we're going to put one right here. And except what you do on one side, you do on the other. And then we're going to do the other side. That one can go down like that. And then, afterward, we're going to do some more stripes on the bottom. Because if we have them on top, we should have them on the bottom. So we're going to take two of the bigger ones, bigger stripes, and we're going to put them one on one side and one a little lower on the other. Let's do one. We're going to put one here, and then we're going to take the other. I'm going to really have to wipe this table down after I'm finished. Thank goodness no kids are coming in the library yet. All right, here comes the other. That's not true, because I wish you guys were here. But you'll be here soon. And Miss Andie will be excited to see you. And so will Miss Mel. So will all the people that work here. Okay, and then we're going to do one more. Let's see, I'm going to stagger. I'm going to put the smaller one over on this side on the bottom, and the smaller one on this side up top. And we're almost finished, right? The only thing we didn't do is put on the tail. All right, so yours I did for you. I attached it, but for mine, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm not going to attach it yet. But you can tear little things, since I don't have my scissors, or you can cut little things. So here, I just tore little ones. See, when you don't have all the stuff, you improvise, which means you do something a little different. Then I glue this, which you don't have to do. All right, and here's and then you attach it. So you put a little glue in the end, and then you take your puppet or your bag, and you can stick it underneath, and then hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully, of course, I knew that was going to happen. It was going to attach to the desk. Ah, it's coming apart. All right. Okay. You know what? These bags, sometimes it's hard to get things to stick to them because they have this kind of waxy coating on them. So, paper bags stick much better, the ones that are brown that you can paint or whatever. Okay, and there you go. How about that? Let me show you. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, boys and girls. I know you see my mouth again. This has been fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. See you next week.